Hey guys, it's Matt Durbin here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about EXP Realty. You've probably heard something from another real estate agent. Maybe you've even been introduced to the company. But have you really taken a look at it? I know for me, with my story, somebody had introduced EXP to me maybe 3 years ago, and I really just didn't look at it. I wasn't open-minded to the opportunity. I was happy where I was at. But then I started having some pain points in my business. I started trying to figure out how I was going to grow this. I was getting upward pressure on commissions with the brokerage, and I was getting downward pressure to make sure that I was paying the agents on my growing team enough money. And I started to realize, am I giving too much money away to this brokerage? Or what are they actually giving me? That could be my marketing money. That could be an office. That could be any number of things. That could be money in our pocket, right? And then I was introduced to the opportunity by my coach, John Kitchens, and Jay Kinder, who are our partners in this business. And we started to realize we were missing the biggest parts of EXP. And yeah, there's a cloud-based brokerage, and yeah, you've probably heard of the revenue share and the misconceptions as far as that is concerned, but we missed out on the collaboration. We missed out on the opportunity with stock and agent equity. And we missed out on what that revenue share plan and the partner program actually means for us as a team leader, in addition to what it means to our team members and giving them the opportunity to grow and grow with passive income. And so when we really dove deep, when we really looked at this opportunity, we realized there was just nothing like it. And I started looking back. If I was a brand new agent and I started here, the equity, the stock, it would be, I can't even imagine how much money I would be sitting on right now. If I started here 7 years ago when I moved to the Pittsburgh market, the revenue share would be paying for so many things. The additional income I would have earned on the commission splits would have put so much more money in my pocket. And so I started to realize, whether I'm a new agent, whether I'm a team leader, whether I am just putting a ton of business on the board and I'm starting to burn out and I need to get some leverage, there is no better opportunity, there is no better brokerage in the world today. Stay with me for a few minutes and I'm going to take you through the EXP model and explain to you everything that you've probably not heard to date. Okay, so let's take a look at EXP Realty. I'm going to give you an introduction here to what EXP is and what it's all about. First thing, okay, so who are we? 16 years in the industry, sold real estate in Florida, was in the mortgage industry prior to that, was there during the market bubble and the burst back in 05, 06, 07, 08. We're on pace to sell about 200 homes plus, 50 million plus this year. Sold over 300 homes the last couple of years. And just recently we've opened up our own EXP Realty branch office location in Bridgeville, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We moved with 7 team members, including myself and an admin, and now we're at a 15-person team after year 1. So why were we looking to move? I mentioned in the intro that it wasn't something that we were actually looking at. And the reason that we weren't looking at it is maybe we didn't have enough pain in our business yet. And so what happens when you're starting to grow a team is you start to get upward pressure from the brokerage and you get downward pressure from team members. And what happens is you're trying to figure out how to make all those numbers work. And burnout was starting to set in. The team structure concerns. Agents are either going to get too big and decide to leave you and become your competitor, or you really get selective with your hiring. You can't hire everybody that you want to for fear of them leaving, or for fear that they're going to take up too much of your time right? I needed more free time. Had a family on the way. My business partner DJ just had a son a couple years before that. We were tired of running all those Saturdays and Sundays. There was no retirement plan. There was no exit plan. A lot of the brokerages in our area, it feels like an employee, right? It's about their brand, not our brand as a team or as an individual real estate agent. In the same manner, the brokerage model was the only option that I found that we could potentially get out of this thing, right? You've got to start your own brokerage, E&O insurance, liability, checks, state licensing, all that stuff. And, I was really looking for a passive income source. And so we were looking at rental properties, did a couple flips, and the amount of time that goes into them for the return just wasn't worth it, in my opinion. We could sell a couple of more houses and get paid the same way. So we're just looking for another business model that would help make our team run a little bit more smoothly. And so what we found when we finally looked at the opportunity was the perfect business model for our business. So as a team leader, we had a $16,000 cap. We paid almost $150,000 to the broker before leaving. That's a ton of money that we're saving. We have multiple options now for our team members and partners. We can have a team member that comes on our team, gets too big, decides they want to start their own team, and guess what? We're still partners because of the revenue share option. We're going to help them grow their team. There are no borders now for our team. We're looking to expand throughout Pennsylvania and probably throughout the United States into different states right now. There's a renewed excitement for the industry. I mean, how many of us are just so burned out on real estate right now? And now there's just another way to do it. We have the ability to build passive income stream. We've been here a year, and the passive income stream is really starting to flow now. The revenue share option, the partner program. We have a true partnership with our team members. It is no longer, I'm the lead, you're the team member, do what I say. Now we are partnering to bring people to the company. We're partnering with our businesses, and we'll partner into the future when they decide to leave. There's nothing like that. There's no other brokerage like that provides an opportunity for both real estate team lead and real estate team member. Revenue share is a true wealth building stream of income. It's not available anywhere else. You'll hear about profit share. Is nothing like revenue share. Revenue share is off the top. Profit share is off the bottom after they take all their fees, expenses, all that stuff. They give back 50% of the cap that's paid to EXP is given back to the agents in the form of revenue share. And that is a big number that is shared. That's why so many people love EXP, that get it, that have been there, that are doing business. The stock awards, you get stock in a number of different ways. So I'm going to take you through that here a little bit later. And EXP partnered with me for my own branch office. I run it like a broker office. It's my branch. I run it how I want. My team works out of here. My partners now work out of here. And I have the ability to do all that without having any of the crazy overhead and fear of having your own brokerage. So the founder's Glenn Sanford. If you haven't heard of him, then you got to get out from underneath that rock you're living in, because he's been pretty much everywhere recently. He's now a 2-time billionaire. He began to build this company in 2009. So 2009 we start. This takes you through 2018, where EXP really started getting some numbers. We're now at the end of March 2021. We're at 50,000 real estate agents, and a projection to go to 150 over the next 3 years. You can see from December 14th to the end of March, they added 10,000 real estate agents. 10,000 real estate agents. Collaboration's the key. In no other business model can you collaborate like you do at EXP with agents that are of the same mindset as you and of the same have the same theory and model behind their businesses. So why is EXP exploding like it is? Think about Blockbuster to Netflix, Circuit City to Amazon, and traditional brokerage to real estate brokerage. You've got all of this overhead, all of these locations, all of this management, staff, office leases. I mean, it's crazy. So what happens? Netflix, stream it to your computer. Circuit City, what happens? Amazon. Order everything online. Traditional brokerage, what happens? Cloud-based brokerage. That's why EXP is exploding, and that's why EXP is going to continue to in the future. Think about it. We talked about all the costs, the locally confined, inconsistent growth, limited support activity. EXP provides all that with a cloud-based environment, live training, 50-plus hours of weekly training. If you can't find training at EXP, there's something wrong. International collaboration. Now we're opening up countries across the globe. Real-time support. I get faster responses at EXP than I did anywhere else because we're a cloud-based brokerage. I just log into Workplace or I log on to the World, click a couple clicks of the mouse, and I'm talking to somebody real time. I've never had that at any of the brokerages that I've been in. I've been at a lot of the big boys. We talked about the cloud-based campus environment. It cuts everything out. I decided to get an office lease because I wanted my own office. I have the ability to do that. I don't need to. We worked at home for 9 months during COVID with no issues. More than 50 hours a week. On-demand support. International collaboration. There's 5 countries here. I believe there's 10 to 12 to on our way to 15 now. We're expanding everywhere. The equity opportunities, this is what I saw, right? At my previous brokerage, at the big box brokerages that we were at, I didn't have any equity in that company. I was on the transaction treadmill every month in and every month out. At EXP, they gave me stock when I closed my first transaction. When I capped, they gave me stock. When the team members that I brought with me closed their first transaction, they gave me company stock. When I hit Icon, which is about, in our market, about 32 deals, they gave me my $16,000 back in stock. So I paid a cap of $16,000. They gave it back to me in company stock. It's like working for free. And I continue to, and I chose to go into the agent equity program. So 5% of every transaction commission goes to EXP stock, which they buy for me at a 10% discount. And the stock has done quite well. Stocks go up, stocks go down, but I would rather earn all this, and I would rather do all this and build towards a future than not. You're not getting your stock back anywhere else. You're not getting stock when you close your first transaction, when you cap, when an agent that you sponsor does their first transaction. There's nothing like it. The revenue share plan. This is the other thing that I didn't get. I didn't look into deep enough. And this is what you hear. Oh, MLM, pyramid scheme. You hear all this BS. Here's how it works. So they took all of these agents. They took all of the brokers, managers, regional managers, VPs, and they looked at it and they said, well, listen, that sure looks like a pyramid, right? So we've got, broker A, who's somebody sitting at the top of that, head of that table, or it's the CEO or the board or whoever it is. And then you've got your regional managers across the country, and then you've got your VPs, and then you've got all these, local managers, and then you've got branch managers, and then you've got some office staff. So they said, well, that sure looks like a pyramid. Why don't we just cut all those people out, or a majority of it, not have to pay all those expensive office leases, not to have 50 brokers in an area, 50 offices in an area, 50 managers in an area. And why don't we let the real estate agents grow the company, and we'll give them back half of all the revenue that comes in. And that's how EXP was formed. Makes a lot more sense when you look at it that way, as opposed to, oh, we're gonna get all this income from revenue share, right? So EXP works as you bring people to the company. If I bring somebody to the company, I get 3.5% of each one of their transactions off the top until they cap. Once I get to 5, then if that person brings somebody to the company, I get 3.8%, and so on and so forth. So you can see how this snowballs. So let's say I bring 5 people to the company, and then over the next couple of years, they bring 5 people to the company. There's 25 people that I'm earning anywhere between, this is $2,800 and $3,200, anywhere between $250 a month, let's call it, per agent. You can see how that could grow to a pretty drastic income, and how there are a lot of millionaires right now working at EXP because of this revenue share model. Let's take you through the world a little bit quickly. EXP's world, cloud-based brokerage, just like a campus. All of our live trainings are here. Broker meetings. You can have your own team office in the cloud. Obviously, all the daily trainings, things like that. You can go see the accounting department, onboarding, specialized departments. You can do all that from your couch on your computer via the avatar. Yeah, it seemed a little corny at first, but it works out perfectly. 28 to 33% of realtors are uninsured at any given time. I was uninsured for 3 to 4 years, I believe, before they required it. I just rolled the dice. EXP now offers an agent healthcare plan, and I know a couple of agents that have taken advantage of this, and they're saving big money. They're saving big money by getting out of the Obamacare platform and into EXP's healthcare program. So that's amazing. You get an enterprise account. Here, let's go through the solutions here. You get an EXP Enterprise account, which is basically your hub. It tracks all your finances, your transactions. You get a free Morgan Stanley account, which runs your whole stock options. SkySlope comes for free. Everything runs through SkySlope. A lot of other brokerages use it, so it's not a big change. Workplace, I use this more than anything. Workplace by Facebook. Basically, it's a Facebook account for our entire business. Every group is in there, your state group, your MLS group, your referral groups. Everything is done on Workplace by Facebook. If you need a form, go in and search the group. You'll find it in 2 seconds. This literally is like the hub where you can find anything you need. CRM and Lead Generation, you get a KV Core account for free, which will run your back-end CRM. It'll also have your front-end website, which is your own website to use. You can run everything out of this thing. I used to pay $1,000 a month for a conversion, which now turned into KV Core, and you get that for free when you come to EXP. Marketing and branding, just like most brokerages, we have everything on the back end that you can customize. The signage, the business cards, the brochures, we have everything branded with EXP. You don't need to. I make my own signs. Our name is just as prominent as EXP's. EXP is different in the sense that they are here to support you as the real estate agent, as opposed to the agent is there to support the brokerage. Obviously, we have a number of partners that we work with. So why not? I mean, why not join the company everyone's talking about, right? Here's what we looked at. So we're going to get an 80-20 commission split with a 16 cap. After we pay the company 16 cap, which in our market is around 11 deals, we're going to get 100% commission. We'll pay a $250 transaction fee after the 100%, and then once the company gets $5,000, I become an icon, and they give me my $16,000 back in company stock. After that, you pay $75 a transaction. It's so minimal when you're doing any kind of volume. If you're doing over 30 deals a year and you are not here, you're absolutely crazy. Standard cost, we pay $149 to start up. That's it. $85 a month, that pays for all the training, the technology, everything that we use. It's all involved in there. So $149, $85 a month, it's nothing. I used to pay $1,000 when I was at Remax. $25 broker review fee. Somebody checks all your files. There's an admin, goes through all the files and sky slope, make sure that you are compliant. That's it. And then $45 risk management. That's your E&O insurance. You pay that until you pay them $500, and then you don't pay it anymore. So literally $25 a transaction, $85 a month, 80-20 split until you pay the 16, then you're going to get 100%. It's crazy. So we looked at it like, well, 16,000 versus I paid 130, 40, 50,000 last year. It's better if we just come for that. And then you add in revenue share. You add in the potential of revenue share for the future, and you add in what we've made in stock, and it was truly a no-brainer. I've never heard of EXP. Well, you're going to soon if you haven't already. Certain markets, it's bigger than others, but we're continuing to grow. Top independent franchise, top movers in transactions, number 2 in volume, number 3 in closed transactions. We're moving up the scales everywhere. What it looks like to partner with us in our group. We're a member of the Honey Badger group. Yeah, funny name, but we got some killers in there. Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, Dan Beer, Kyle Whistle, Veronica Figueroa. We've got all of these people. Some of these people are closing 600, 700, pushing 1,000 transactions a year that are in our Facebook group sharing every day. We get access to the full NAEA backend platform, all the coaching training. Every day, I think almost, there's a live call on the Facebook group where they're either interviewing somebody that's killing it business, they're providing free coaching with John Kitchens, who's actually our personal coach as well. Jay Kinder's in there every week. Al Stasic, these guys have over $5,000 people in their revenue share group now. So they're making a pretty mint. And so they're in there kind of helping with your business. Jay was the number 2 Coldwell Banker agent in the world, sold over 500 homes in 1 year. Expert Mentors live weekly. Holly Kitchens is a branding coach. She's in there all the time as well, kind of runs the Honey Badger group. We're providing a free coaching platform now for new real estate agents. In addition to, we have weekly role play, listing presentation. Everything that our team is doing, you have access to when you partner with us at EXP. In addition to free coaching platform, daily coaching, and now you're partnering with these guys. John Kitchens, Jay Kinder, Al Stasic, Michael Reese. You're partnering with Brent Gove. The people that are in our group are amazing. So let's say you want to apply. All you got to do is fill out an application. Go to matthewdurbin.exprealties.careers, and it'll take you through another presentation if you want to look at more information. As always, if you want to schedule a call with me, reach out to me directly below. You can go here, or you can go to callmattd.com and schedule a call directly to my calendar right there. Thanks for sticking with me through all of that, and I hope you found that helpful. Any questions that you have, hit me up. Thanks again.